For today's lesson, we are going to look at each of the three poems that we have studied: The Passionate Shepherd to His Love, The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd, and Raleigh Was Right. The purpose of this assignment is to begin preparing you for your end of unit assessment as we look at the central idea and analyze the central idea and how it's developed over the course of the three poems. So our directions say select a quote from each of the poems you read in this unit, focus that address the focusing question, and write the quotes in the key detail space. Explain how each quote helps you to answer the focusing questions in the analysis space. Finally, use these notes to construct a response to the focusing question that connects your analysis of all three details in the connection space. So the connection space is found right here. So you'll combine all the information that you've gathered about the three poems and write the connection here. So I am going to start you out with just one, and I'm going to look at Raleigh since that was the week that I was out. I will go ahead and add some details. So the focusing question is, how does a shared central idea develop over the course of the three poems from this unit? So remember, the central idea that we are looking for is the relationship between humans and nature. So from Raleigh's poem, which is The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd, I'm going to use the quote. Thy gowns, thy shoes, thy beds of roses, thy cap, thy kirtle, and thy posies soon break, soon wither, soon forgotten. And that was from Raleigh, lines 13 through 15. If you notice, when I did my quotes, I added these slashes. These slashes are my line breaks. So this was the word thy would start on a new line. The word soon would start on a new line. So this is the quote that I've selected that discusses the relationships between humans and nature. So now I have to analyze the quote that I picked. So I'm going to say in Raleigh's poem, time destroys the natural pleasures and beauties that the shepherd describes. Okay. So your goal is to look at our very first poem, The Passionate Shepherd to His Love, and our very last poem, Raleigh Was Right, and find a quote from each poem that discusses the central idea of the relationships between human and nature. So like I did here, I pulled a quote and I put the line numbers. You will do the same, and then you will analyze the text that you used as your quote. So again, I said, thy gowns, thy shoes, thy beds of roses, thy cap, thy kirtle, and thy posies soon break, soon wither, soon forgotten. And again, I said that in Raleigh's poem, time destroys natural pleasures. So these natural pleasures over here, the gown, the shoes, the bed of roses, the cap, the kirtle, and thy posies, those are all the pleasures that time will naturally destroy that the shepherd describes. And so that is my analysis. So once you've come up with your two, you're going to write how all three of them connect with each other. So how do all three of these poems and these pieces of evidence that you chose connect with each other? And you will write your response here. For the second part of the assignment, you are going to select a poem, and you are going to explain how a piece of evidence you identify supports your analysis of how a poet introduces or develops a central idea in this poem. So again, remember, our central idea is the relationship between humans and nature. So the poems that we are going to look at are Marlowe's The Passionate Shepherd to His Love, we're going to look at Raleigh's The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd, and we're going to look at Williams's Raleigh Was Right. So I am going to use the poem Raleigh Was Right. So this is the poem that I will select. And the central idea of this poem, the relationship between humans and nature, is not harmonious. So now I have to find evidence from my poems. So I'm going to say that the nymph statement develops the idea that nature is not a source of comfort or peace. It comes from Williams, line 3. For humans, by suggesting that it has nothing to offer. Love in the country, like a flower, and parched earth. If you recall, he's talking about the earth being parched, cannot grow. Unlike Marlowe, who presents nature as a source of pleasure, for simple people, and the perfect setting for love. Williams suggests that nature offers nothing. All right. All right, so again, I use Raleigh Was Right, and my central idea, the relationship between humans and nature, is not harmonious. My evidence, the nymph statement develops the idea that nature is not a source of comfort or peace. In line 3, it said the country will bring us no peace. For humans, by suggesting that it has nothing to offer. Love in the country, and that has to do with our relationships, like flowers in parched earth, that's the nature, cannot grow. Unlike Marlowe, who presents nature as a source of pleasures for simple people and the perfect setting for love, Williams suggests nature offers nothing. So you will do the same as I did. You will select a poem. I would suggest that you select either Marlowe's poem, The Passionate Shepherd to His Love, or Raleigh's poem, The Nymph's Reply to the Shepherd. If you do choose to do Raleigh was right, please do not have the same information that I have in this model response. So this is your assignment for today, and we will go over it once everyone has completed it prior to the end of unit assessment. If you have any questions, please reach out and let me know, and I will be here to assist. Have a good day.